Pleasure.
This is how you send residents.
Very well, we'll do that. 2 pages.
You have to pass the order that no tell me.
We'll do it, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Your Lordship service. Great. Great.
Success goes 246.
Yes.
Recruitment of assistant teachers, Group C, Group D. So these were kept at the motion stage. Your Lordship said first the regular matters Your Lordship will be deciding.
Primary.
Correct. And then Your Lordship will be considering these cases. For my Lord's benefit, my Lord, these were heard by an earlier bench over a long period of time.
These matters.
What has happened to the other set?
My Lord, the other set Your Lordship kept after 2 weeks. We were to mention it together.
Your Lordship.
They were to not give me notice to mention.
No, we can mention
We are
it.
not delaying it.
No, we are not delaying it.
We are not delaying.
We are not delaying it. In fact,
These are all not hugely illegal appointment.
I said, no, Mr. Bhattacharya.
Last occasion, your Lordship said that you will detail all the matters. Mine is like 46.
No. We only wanted to hear that.
Lord,
At 320.
so far as I am concerned,
269 primary matter first,
Yes.
then your Lordship.
Lord, tomorrow morning
Like-
itself we will mention it.
Plus,
Because I have been telling them again and again, it's a little embarrassing. And the AORs had to circulate it, not done. I will mention it tomorrow morning. I will mention it to Honorable Chief Justice.
Then shall we list it on Friday?
Your Lordship may keep it for coming Tuesday then, my Lord. By that time.
no, but that this so far the matter of primary is concerned, that is completely different than these matters. Lordship kindly will takes up these matters. These are all, my Lord, fraud waivers, and on the basis thereof, Group C, Group D employees.
Even in primary,
This is-
he has not been able to prove.
Primary is different. Primary is completely different.
Yes, just because my friend says fraud and uses those objectives, it doesn't become.
No.
fraud.
I rely upon your appointing authority's affidavit. I am not saying on my own.
Those are fraud.
By
These are all, my Lord, the fraud waivers. Lordship was pleased to appoint the retired judge of the High Court. That judge of the High Court found it absolutely illegal. Thereafter, CBI investigation, and CBI has come out with this report. These are all manipulated. These are all clear cases. No question of any further argument. Now, the primary appointment is different. In primary, not all the appointments were set aside by the court.
Let this be listed on Friday.
Friday, all right, we'll mention.
Lord, I,
Friday is again a miscellaneous day. It may be difficult for Lordship to.
But rather than Friday, just can we just have a word?
yes.
Friday, I agree with Mr. Bhattacharya, that Friday being a miscellaneous day, they will not serve as.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday is better. Next
Tuesday, very well.
No, my Lord, there is one other issue. I think Mr. Rodgi is also connected, my Lord. and
Lord,
will
I,
talk about
Lord, I,
transfer petition.
I am appearing in the transfer petitions, which is the next item.
Just one,
Now,
in
Lord-
56, then next Tuesday, my Lord, interim order to continue till then, Your Lord.
Yeah, but I want to say something, Lord, in the transfer matters.
Okay, let us pass order in this.
46.
Yes,
46. List next Tuesday.
Unmute for the Nagar in 47. I think.
Interim order to continue.
What is
under-
Great, great.
Transfer petition.
Let him start.
Yes.
So whole. You let everything come
Bunch
up.
of-
Let everything come up on.
But are you serious?
Lord, your lordships were pleased to issue notice in the transfer matters, which is the item number 47. Now, my lord, the problem is that I have now filed an IA in the TP, which is number 134071. And the purpose of that IA is, my lord, we are not terminated as yet. A petition has been filed, my lord, against us which, my lord, is subject matter of the transfer on which notice is issued. Despite the fact that notice has been issued, the learned judge is still proceeding, my lord, with the writ petition and has directed, like he did, my lord, in other cases, that all the results and of these people who were selected 7 years ago should be published. Now, once, my lord, this is published, as has happened in all other cases, the next thing which will happen will be termination. And then, my lord, we will have to file writs, my lord, ourselves, staying our for stay of termination. My respectful submission is that when the Supreme Court issues a notice on transfer petitions, my lord, prudence requires that the High Court awaits, my lord, the result of the transfer. When, especially when a lordships are, my lord, dealing with, my lord, the matters, my lord, in appeal, in SLPs, etc., etc. So I am respectfully submitting that your lordships may be pleased to grant a stay of proceeding, my lord, in the transfer, my lord, in at least in one matter, where I have filed an application, where the learned judge is still proceeding with the writ petition, and tomorrow there will be a fait accompli, there will be a, my lord, a termination, as has happened in every other case. Would your lordship just take up that IEA, my lord?
Mr.
No, my lord,
Rohadgi, at this stage,
yes, lordship will not kindly interfere at this stage because the learned judge is not proceeding with the matter.
Please wait, let me hear
at this
what the
stage,
court is saying.
But I am actually in court, so I have a little more precedence of submission over. But I am supporting what Mr. Rohki is saying.
Yes, that
Let
is.
me just 1 minute. Let me just tell your lordship what has happened. There was a writ petition, my lord, 5406 of 2022, filed by one Babita Sarkar. She wanted appointment against a post of a class 11 and class 12 teacher. Class 11 and class 12 is not before you, your lordship, in any case except this transfer petition. Now, the learned judge, the same learned judge, heard her. He was so convinced with her, without hearing anybody else, that he said, appoint her straight away. He then said, the person who is appointed, one Ankita Adhikari, should forthwith go home. She was, of course, not a party to the writ petition. And he directed 16 lakh rupees to be deposited by her in court, which she had received as salary. All this he is doing without impleading anybody, only the petitioners are heard. Then, my lord, one other candidate went before the learned judge. The other candidate said that, look, this Babita Sarkar, whom you have believed, is also not telling you the truth. Then the learned judge examined the case of that other candidate
On 16th May.
and found that yes, Babita Sarkar is also not telling the truth. Then on 16th May 2023, the learned judge said, this Babita Sarkar also needs to be thrown out now. She should now return back the 16 lakhs which I gave her.
no. Who is being
Now, just let me
who
complete
is
it.
representing Babita sir?
My lord, my learned friends are there, my lord. They are the only people who are heard there. Nobody else is heard. I think Mr. Who's there? One Mr. Firdos Sami. Let me tell you, lordship. Then what the learned judge does, on 16th May 23, he passes an order which according to us is a final order, saying Babita Sarkar out, one other candidate in, Babita Sarkar give back 16 lakhs, other candidate takes 16 lakhs. Now, when the writ petition is decided, he then, according to us, decided, though that last line, the petition is accordingly disposed of, is not there. Some other candidates go before the learned judge fearing that we might be the next casualty now and say that your lordships have now decided this issue. Please close this petition. The learned judge, my lord, by an order which he makes on 6th July 2023 says, on 7th July 2023 says, you are nobody to tell me whether petition is to be disposed of or not. You are outsiders. You please, your application is dismissed. Then, my lord, on 28th September 2022, what the learned judge has now done, he
7th July.
7th July, sorry, on 7th July 23, what the, no, the, yes, on 7th July 23, what the learned judge has now done, he says, the 907 appointed candidates, none of whom are parties before him, their results.
Mr. Patwalia, what?
In this TP, my lord, further proceedings, your lordship may kindly
Just
say,
1 minute.
this is causing havoc. 900 people are.
So, thank you.
Lord, I am respectfully submitting the
No.
manner in which the court is proceeding after notice has been issued in the matter to say that now publish the results of our clients who are not, my lord, terminated, who are working at the instance of those, my lord, who are outside, who have not been appointed. Now, my lord, why should the court proceed with this and pass an order, my lord, in the teeth of, my lord, the transfer
Just see
petition?
what
No.
1 minute.
what he is saying. List of 907 candidates, their father's name, their school name. This is humiliation, my lord.
We are hearing appeals.
Correct.
On
Primary.
primary, no.
Yeah, yes, except for this, your lordship are hearing are all.
Under 136, we are taking matter straight from the single judge.
Correct.
If you are agree with any of the order, you come with an SLP, we'll deal with that on a not-gain basis.
Lord, our SLP actually already stands filed. But my problem
No,
is that 21st he is going to publish. And then what is to stop him?
It's fine.
Further proceed-
That we list it.
Further proceedings.
Publication of result does not affect their interest. Why are they scared of publication of results?
We state
That is the condition for publication of those.
You order, any order, you challenge it before us, we'll examine.
Yes. The 136 cannot be.
They weak because they want to mention the appeal, my lord. The appeal, my lord.
There is a application result is there.
lordship may stay.
No question of stay, my lord.
We come with an order against the appeal, we'll examine.
But, my lord, kindly consider that there should be a stay of further proceedings.
At this
I mean,
stage.
every
nothing
day an
will
order
happen
will be
till next
passed,
Tuesday.
every day we will file SLP.
But 21st and 24th,
Last is the last effect date.
21st, my lord, what is happening is, please look at.
No, have you taken out SLP?
My lord, he has filed an SLP, my lord, but it's not listed so far.
You mentioned tomorrow, we'll see.
Lordship.
All right, we'll mention tomorrow before your lord. You complete, lord.
Yes.
All right, we'll mention tomorrow before your lord.
Yes.
Great.
Tuesday is the conference. And you circulate the notice.
We can have it Tuesday week.
You circulated.
Item number 46.
Let it be mentioned, we have. Yes, please.
All right, you mentioned.
Great.